welcome to day 39 in our countdown to the Edge of Fate. The last video was a bit of a disaster. I just fucking couldn't focus, and I didn't know what to say, and I was distracted, and I just yada 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 couldn't fucking put my brain together at all. Hopefully this one will be a little bit better. Like I said yesterday, or in the last section, a lot of new information's been revealed about the Edge of Fate and how everything's kind of going to function. The way we kind of know the specifics of all the stats now. There was also a lot of backlash about they were planning on doing some nerfs. I hate the targeting in this game sometimes. There was apparently a big nerf for Consecration, for Stylish Executioner, for Warlocks, Feed the Void. Like, a lot of stuff was planning on getting nerfed. Mainly fragment slots for all of those respective aspects. And the community bit back pretty hard about it, and Bungie finally like caved in and was like, all right, we'll chill. You know, we won't make it too bad of a nerf. But as a result, we found out this morning, basically, they're like, all right, fine, we won't butcher the singular aspects, but we will nerf more aspects because of it, right? They're mainly doing this is like a very targeted nerf around Prismatic. They think that Prismatic's a huge problem. I hate Prismatic. I just don't think it belongs in the game. It was cool for the moment, right? When we first got Prismatic, it was cool, and like the concept of it was very cool, but it just ended up being absolutely terrible. And it just ended up not functioning, like not working the way that they probably intended it to be, you know? I'd just say like Prismatic was a decent experiment that kind of failed epically. Dude, people just like cannot get over the concept of like being your allies being nice, you know? Like, I'm trying to give you something, I think it'll help you significantly. It won't help me, so I want to get rid of it. I have a bunch of Everjail keys, but... And yeah, we learned a lot about the way that the stats are going to be in the Edge of Fate. Like, they're kind of significantly changing the way that the stats are going to be functioning, and I think it's a good thing. I think it's a very good thing. I would love to get a cold bow from this. That would be clutch. I gotta heal. Gotta heal, gotta heal, gotta heal. Adds magic to weapons? Wait, is this magic or cold? I thought this was cold. I really want something cold, yeah. Where are we going? Why are we avoiding the Carrion Knight? Why does everyone avoid the Carrion Knight? He's not that bad. They all do the same damage. What boss are we doing? The dragon? The dragon's weak to fire, right? Yeah. What the heck is that? If I had to be honest, I don't know what they're doing. Is this like how you complete the Noxtella fucking event? I'm confused. Oh! Oh, Jeebus Christ. Where am I? Oh god, I am in such terrible danger, aren't I? Oh god, dude, I'm just getting so wrapped up in the gameplay. I feel like I shouldn't be struggling to talk this much because like it's just Iron Eye, bro. Like it's not like Iron Eye takes that much. Ever. I think it's also a bit of like information overload. I'm just like so excited for Edge of Fate. This fight is gorgeous. I feel like FromSoft just never misses when it comes to dragons. Dragons are so, like, perfect in every, like, FromSoft game. They just need to make a dragon game. Like, just make a game about dragons. And, like, only dragons. Cause like he's so cool. Why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? I beat the game. I'm just at that point where I'm just grinding for fun at this point. Trying to unlock some stuff. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I don't know. Maybe I'll get my thoughts out in the next one. Whoa, good. All right, see you later. And remember, today's prescription is good RNG.